What is up, everybody? We are back. It is the dynamic duo here commentating. I'm Bryce Blair.
I'm Max Sutherland.
And we are going to get right into the game today. Overwatch playing Mount Vernon today. And it's probably going to be a pretty close game.
I think so. I mean, we've been playing a lot of teams ranked pretty similarly to this, and we've been holding our own pretty well. So I think this is going to be a really good game to watch today.
It's going to be interesting to see the comp that we put together, and it looks to be different from the last time that we were commentating.
It is. It looks like we're running more of a dive-style comp. I don't think I've seen us run a Sombra really this season so far. Maybe taking notes from some of the recent Overwatch League games.
Hi there.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 1.
And with the game getting started here, get faked.
Absolutely huge plays off the start.
Not quite sure what the pause is for. Tech issues. Sense issues. So, little pause in the game here. Going back to the Overwatch League, shout out to the Atlanta Reign, am I right?
Absolutely. Day one, let me tell you. They're bringing it home tonight.
I mean, I'm pretty sad since they knocked out the Shock, but can't really complain too much. And it looks like it is getting back underway here as we are on board with Striders. Going with the big Sombra plays here, flanking all the way around as Mount Vernon takes high right side. And the Dawn already gets knocked out of mech, and Lucio gets picked there. Not the ideal start, but point hasn't even unlocked yet, so
I think we are playing a little too far back. That Reaper's just not going to really do a whole lot on like the other side of the map from them. I think we were just thinking they were going to go up on their top right and meet up there with them.
And Striders did run back to spawn and switch from Sombra to Tracer here. And it looks like they're really going dive comp here, but Mount Vernon is set up right here on the right side, trying to just keep us pinned in our spawn.
Yeah, I will say, I don't think we've played this all too much. We're more of a double bubble or rush type comp team, so it's very interesting. We do see the junk from Dizzian come out, switching off the Reaper.
And that soldier gets 2 big kills on us, which is not very good. And make that more as he gets 2 more. And Shuba's just trying to stay alive. Got to fall back, regroup here. Still some time. Mount Vernon at 53 points, but it's still far from over.
Oh, absolutely. I will say it will be kind of interesting today because ONU is missing our traditional main tank. We will see Shuba on main tank today. Our typical main tank Million is absent from today's game. So,
and we get to see a tire come out here from Dizzian and unable to get anything from it as he blew it up just a bit too soon, but Dawn gets a big pick on their Mei. And out comes a big bubble and a lot of ults coming. Oh my gosh. Soldier. Whew. I mean, there's not really much you can do there.
No.
You don't have much shield, and that visor is just absolutely deadly.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot you can do there. I think you just kind of gotta go for it. But Striders does get the stall. We'll see if we can come out from it.
We got Angry Monkey, but gets frozen. A big kill coming out from the Dawn with the Diva Bomb. We got a good stall going here, but can we make anything of it?
It's gonna be tough. We're down 2-3 right here.
And it's unfortunate that Striders did get the kill on Ryan with the Diva Bomb, or with the Tracer Bomb, but he also killed himself, so
yeah, unfortunate.
Probably not the way we wanted to start, but you know, could be a little bit nervous. Could just be like you said, the first main tank is out, so maybe the communication isn't fully there yet. But
yeah, just trying to probably just getting used to the difference. I mean, millions on main tank is a present, so without him, it might be a little different getting used to it, but I think we can pull it out.
And it looks like we are still going with Shuba as Ryan. So we do get a little bit more shield here at the start. And Striders is starting off as McCree with Dizzian going Soldier. Trying to get a nasty kill right there, just kind of pre-firing, but Mount Vernon goes straight towards point.
A big E on that fire strike from the Dawn.
As point just now opens up, Shuba does go down since he lost his shield, and this could spell trouble for ONU. Everyone's focusing the Rhine, which is absolutely huge, but not able to get the kill as we do lose Striders in H50.
Unfortunate. The Rhine was one.
And Mount Vernon is going with a pretty decent damage break comp here. I know Soldier and Diva can just start unleashing on Ryan's shield, which that's probably why Shuba lost the shield so quickly.
Yeah, for sure. I will say, from our coach's perspective, their comp he would strongly be against. Every time we've run Tracer on a rush style comp, or Brawl, he's always said it's no, but especially against our Kree, I think as long as we can get like an early pick on the Tracer when she tries to dive for our backline, I think we should hopefully be fine. And that's like we'll take the point here.
And we get the team fight win, which that is very solid for us, as we did use Soldier Visor there to start it, and that seems like the first team fight we won so far.
Yeah, but you know, the first of many today. That's what I'm saying.
You see a Diva Bomb come out, and they do pick one, but we get a trade on it, and we're seeing all the ults come out for Mount Vernon again as they use Tracer Bomb. But they ended up wiping our entire team, which, I mean, they had the ult economy, and there was really nothing we could do about it.
Yeah, I mean, they just pressed Q a little more than us. Not a whole lot you can do there. I mean, we used Beat, but that's about it. We still have Diva Bomb and Deadeye coming out. Maybe secure a pick. No, but it will stall the point so we can cap.
A big Diva Bomb. Yes, we do get a kill on their Soldier, and
the Dawn finds their Rhine. That's massive.
Now, and we did see 9 there, as we did lose a couple guys, and time's running down here as Mount Vernon is at 80%.
No, we still got another team fight or two left in us. I think we might be able to pull this back.
We do have Shatter coming out from Ryan, and we will most likely get window depending on how long this fight lasts, but we got to go now as Dizzian switches to Tracer. Big Shatter coming
absolutely massive.
And speaking of massive, so is their Diva Bomb. So pretty unfortunate there, as that looks to be the match. Just like the one before, they still had more ult economy than us. They used 3 ults that last fight. So, I mean, not the greatest start, but there is some positives coming from that second map.
Yeah, you know, this might just be a trying to find themselves. You know, subbing people in, always a little hard adjusting, but, you know, first map doesn't matter. We'll come back and get the 3-1, don't you worry.
And just like you mentioned, it is a best of 5, so lots of time still coming here. Now Now we get to choose map here, so do you know if you have any specific maps that you think the team will choose?
God, I'm trying to think of what the map order is for map types. I think it's escort next or hybrid. So maybe a King's Row. Yeah, looks like where we're going.
And I know last year that used to be the best map for us by far. And with Disney's Junkrat, expect to see some absolutely massive plays coming out because he knows all the little jump spots and little secret routes you can take.
Oh, for sure. King's Row is such a great map to play on, and as Junk, you can absolutely dominate.
Now, do you think we're going to go more with the dive comp that we saw in the first map, or do you think we're going to go more leaning towards the double bubble?
I think we're going to go like a brawl type, like probably like Ryan Diva. Maybe I'm calling Junk, Kree, and Ana Lucio. Or Bap Lucio. That's my call.
So kind of how we ended that second map there. Kind of
Yeah.
stick with the same comp. I mean, we were starting to get some some fight wins, and we were gaining a lot of momentum there.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Brawl on King's Row is just so strong in the current meta. Honestly, in my opinion, it's kind of questionable to go stray much else away from that. But we'll see what each team decides to pull out, and
Ready for battle.
you know,
Almost called it exactly. Props to you.
yeah, Striders does look like he's gonna go for the early Widow, maybe get a pick. If
Probably just going to go right side, grapple up on the building, and just try to get one early, and then probably switch if he does.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, getting an early pick like that is absolutely massive. I mean, for anyone that watched the Overwatch League game yesterday, Atlanta v Shock, I mean, that won them their first round on King's Row. Is they just got an early Widow pick and then just rolled point.
And this Widow could be huge as Mount Vernon has a Pharah. So if he can get a pick on the Pharah right off the bat, as we see Dizzy in here just going straight in. Strider's not able to get a sight on anyone.
Let's see what he switches to. And he goes for the Kree. Listen, I just call it like it is.
Absolutely big brain calls here from Max. You know, you can't really get much better than that as you see Mount Vernon was damage boosting their Pharah, which is a very dangerous combo. But we are able to push them farther back off point, but really not able to make anything of it yet. As we do lose 3, make it 4. So just trying to get in a little bit more damage, try to feed their ult charge, and time to regroup and go again.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think we just got a little split there. I mean, I saw Minna got a little split, a little too far away from the team, and she just... Unfortunately, not a whole lot you can do after that happens.
I feel big pick from Disney coming out on their BAP, but they do get the res on them. But as you see here, Disney has Tyre. Here it comes, trying to go behind. Gets the Mercy, which is absolutely huge. So now they're down both healers at the moment. Another big kill from H50 through the window. Just trying to keep them alive. They do still have their Pharah, but we do get the first quarter checked, and all they have is the Torb, who goes down, and that looks like we capped this first point.
I thought they were going to try and... Their Ryan was going to try and stall there. I was thought to be a very questionable play from them, but looks like he, rightfully so, backed off.
And this looks like it could be a very interesting fight as Mount Vernon has 3 ults ready with 2 more basically fully there, and ONU has about 4 that could be gained here in this fight. As we see the first outcome come out from Mount Vernon.
Doesn't find anyone with the Diva Bomb. That's great for us.
As Disney is really trying to focus that Pharah, as it looks like Pharah could be going for his ult, but the high noon kind of scares him into a corner.
Yeah, I mean, even though you don't get picks with high noon always, sometimes it's absolutely huge just to make them, you know, back off, and so your tanks can just push up and take that space.
And there was also another massive Diva Bomb coming out from the Dawn there as he gets to, and we end up winning that team fight. And depending on how it goes, especially with how aggressive Dizzy's playing, we could get this point right here as he's getting focused very heavily and has to get away before he gets picked. But it looks like we are going to cap this point right here.
And he's bringing out an early tire, finding their Diva, demech her. Let's see if we can get baby Diva as well.
We do get their BAP, so it does stall the use of his window, which, you know, that window is very deadly.
Yeah, Bab is just such a versatile character in this. With between window and immortality, he's just so great. I mean, getting an early pick on him, it can honestly win a team fight. If like you have a Bab and you have immortality and they don't, I mean, it can be really huge for a team.
And we see the window coming out from ONU, getting a kill on the turret, and it forces them back a little bit. So now we're able to start pushing the cart forward more. There comes the Pharah ult, but not able to get anyone, which is absolutely massive for us. Getting Diva out of mech and killing baby Diva.
That's great.
And can we see a Diva Bomb here? Great. Absolutely massive.
That's huge. Getting the stun before he can even drop the hammer and finding the Diva Bomb on the Mercy. I think this might be a win for ONU.
And big shots coming out from Striders. And there it is. All 3 points with 3:11 to go.
That's honestly amazing for us. I mean,
after that first fight, I mean, we just kept it rolling. Like, we forced them back when we needed to. We stalled for maybe half a minute to a minute there, trying to come around that corner right there. But once we were able to push them back with the window, I mean, there was no stopping us.
No, yeah. I mean, some absolutely great windows from H50. You know, Strider's not always finding anyone with the Deadeyes, but
it forces them back, and it gives us even more time to push forward.
Yeah, you know, keeping that momentum going, making sure their Pharah can't really poke out and do her job, you know?
Ready for battle.
It's kind of huge, and Dizzy with a good few picks on their BAP. I mean, they had to get the res off on him, but you know, it's pretty huge when they lose their BAP and they have to waste res on him.
And like we mentioned, as we mentioned earlier, Dizzy with a cheeky spot here, right in front of Mount Vernon's spawn. No one has seen him quite yet, I don't believe. So if no one goes up top and looks for him, it could be very interesting.
This is risky. They are still running the pharmacy comp, so but he manages to get out.
He did deal his damage, so early start for him on his ult charge, but big pick there by Dizzy on their soldier. So if we can find another one, they're going to have to, well, their Mercy does get the res, but I mean, they're just kind of going straight in right now.
Yeah, you know, we're trying to just hide it a little bit. You know, we're down to, kind of just lost that one. Unfortunate. You know, they have res, we don't. But we should be able to get everyone with close spawn, so we can hold this pretty close at the choke point.
In all honesty, I did not expect Mount Vernon to just dive in the way they did, but they do. We are down 4 people right now, as Striders is just trying to deal damage and stay alive.
Yeah, Kind of unfortunate. I think we wanted to hold close at choke, but we were still down 2, and they just pushed up on us. And Dizzian going for a flank.
That's very unfortunate because now he's very staggered, and we're just going to have to wait just that much longer.
Yeah.
He does. Nope, he was thinking about switching to Soldier, but stays as Junkrat right now.
Mena going for the taxi to get him back just a little faster. Hopefully we can hold this at the corner, not letting him take up to see where they can tap second.
And a window coming out from H50 here, trying to use High Noon again, but like we mentioned, they all just duck behind cover every time.
High Noon is one of my least favorite ults in the game. It's just so hard to like get any like offensive value with it.
And they did nano their Rhine, which is a bold strategy, but they weren't able to really make anything of it. We did lose a couple, but this fight is still very, very winnable. And as I really just kind of need to stop talking in situations like that, as Budget Viking does get 3 kills with the Soldier Visor, and we lose that point.
Yeah, a pocketed Soldier Visoring, it's a little hard to do anything against.
I'm pretty sure I have the worst commentator curse of all time. Every time I mention us having momentum or anything like that, something like that just seems to occur, which, like you said, very unfortunate. As we see a Dizzy and Tire coming out, big kill on the Rhine.
That's honestly huge.
And a big kill there by the Dawn, not letting Diva back in her mag.
And we get the stagger on the Ana. Make them waste a little bit of time.
This is going to kill at least another 25, 30 seconds here, as Mount Vernon still has 4.5 minutes to get this payload all the way to the 3rd checkpoint. And this is kind of where ONU stalled for a bit.
Yeah, I mean, the first 2 points, you can lose them pretty quickly. If you get momentum, you just can roll through that. But the 3rd point is where like a lot of teams get hung up pretty hard, and you'll see the Dawn holding on to Diva Bomb.
Did Mount Vernon just nano their Rhine again?
I think so. And you'll see Mena going into stall cart.
Actually, big place here, as she was able to stall for quite a bit of time.
Just get that. Make sure they have the time advantage.
Dizzy and switching from Soldier to Tracer, trying to just really go for stalls here, give them the least amount of time possible.
We do have Shatter Up, and we see it come out right away. Don't know if he found anyone with that. I didn't see. And a big pick on their right from Mena.
There's just so much happening at the moment, I can't really even tell what's happening.
Honestly, neither can I. And you see a ball come out, not able to get much stall off, but every second counts in this game.
And we're still able to stall for just a little bit longer, and they finish with 3 minutes, and it takes off a minute, so down to 2 minutes for Mount Vernon, 2:13 for ONU.
You know what? We have the time advantage. I think we win that.
In all honesty, 13 seconds in this game can be life or death. As we saw there, we stalled for probably, I'd say, 20, 30 seconds, maybe even 45 at most. So, going to be interesting here. We weren't really able to get much of a stall until basically that 3rd point when we had the corners to work with.
Yeah. I think we probably could have held after they capped first a little more. I think we were just trying to hold too close when we didn't have a full team with us. Maybe just some communication errors there, but still a very winnable map for ONU.
As we are on defense again, since we do have the time advantage, And this is going to be a very interesting point because if you don't know, overtime, no time is added once you cap a point compared to how it is the first time through. So you get 2 minutes and then the overtime once the time runs out, and once that runs down, once you no one on your team is touching cart, it ends right then and there.
And an interesting change, we do see our own pharmacy come out. Dizzy switching away from his traditional junk.
Damage output versus damage output, and we're able to, right now, I mean, this is better than the first time we went, than what just happened. We're able to stall for quite a bit longer as Mount Vernon had to wait to get the res off on their soldier, and we're seeing Meta pocket Dizzy in here, damage boosting, and it's really, I don't think Mount Vernon was expecting us to go with this combo.
I don't think so. I mean, whipping out the mirror match on them,
and that is, I'm pretty sure that's like the 4th or 5th time that they have nanoed their Rhine, which you don't really see all that often.
no, I mean, against some comps, though, it just is so strong. Because Ryan's hammer, he can just swing it right into your team, hit multiple people at once, and just deal massive damage.
With especially in that situation, just all of us pinned in hotel, I mean, there really wasn't anywhere for us to go. So Dizzy trying to get a little bit more damage as he's almost to his ult here. We do have the ult economy as we have 3 ults ready with Rhine and Mercy ults basically there. So be prepared to see a bunch of craziness.
I mean, we win this team fight. I think we stop them here, and then that's pretty winnable if we can. And we do see a res on Striders from Mena.
And
that's it for Mount Vernon on King's Row. Let's see if we can bring it back. I think this is extremely winnable for us.
And now the question is, since that pharmacy combo worked so well for us, do we stick with it now, or do we switch back thinking that Mount Vernon's going to be trying to adapt to that pharmacy combo?
Yeah, that will be very interesting to see. I'll be interested to see if we stick with the pharmacy or not.
And
ooh, something a little different. Looks like we're going double shield.
Double shield, and we are going with the pharmacy to start as the Dawn does switch from Sig back to Diva, and Strider's starting on Widow again, probably looking for another early pick.
Yeah, I mean, if we can get like an early pick on their Pharah or Mercy, I mean that's absolutely massive. Especially if like we kill the Pharah out in the open, and Striders could just sit there, make sure the Mercy can't get the res off on her.
I feel the main two people we need to focus on here right off rip is that Pharah Mercy, just because of how deadly that combo is, as Dizzy dealing a lot of damage to their soldier right off the bat. And Shuba here on Orisa looking just for pure damage output, it looks like. As we're going up top right side, so as Mena does go down, which is very unfortunate, but we do get Diva out of her mech and not really able to do anything with it yet, as Dizzy does get the kill on Baby Diva and Striders gets the kill on Soldier, but they do get the res on Soldier as Dizzy is still focusing their Pharah, trying to get him pushed back as far as humanly possible.
You know, we do have very close spawn in this scenario, so we should be fine. And we get the huge pick on both supports of Mount Vernon.
And this is absolutely massive right here. If we can get these 2 kills, get them off a point, But this D.Va is just all over the place.
But I think this is a first point cap for ONU. Not a whole lot Mount Vernon's going to be able to do.
Plus, we do have about 45 seconds here, and it's going to be pretty close, especially just because of their D.Va having to be staggered just a little bit. But Dizzian doing his job, just getting damage, trying to get his ult charge back up as fast as possible.
We will see Striders keeping the Widow. A little interesting pick, but you know, if we can get like a 1 pick on that Widow, it's absolutely massive. Especially because we only have to move it just a little bit farther.
We do see the D.Va bomb and big kill on the Rhine as Shuba is focusing their D.Va, who is nanoed, and we do see Visor come out, and their Pharah ult, and this is not looking good for us at the moment.
No, not at all. And being this close.
And not being able to get back to point. Very, very heartbreaking loss for ONU here, as we were 1.16 meters away from that.
That's just unfortunate. You know, they snuck behind us and got their barrage off, got a few picks, and not a whole lot we could do after that.
But as soon as we switched that pharmacy combo, I mean, there was really no stopping us.
Yeah,
but
I agree.
If their Pharah Nami there was not able to get that flank off and get his barrage down, I don't think we lose that.
No, I don't think so either. I mean, kind of just countered us in the beginning, you know. Pharah is just such a big counter against Dizzian's junk. Couldn't really do a whole lot against it. Pharmacy's just so strong. So,
but it is a best of 5, so if Mount Vernon wins this next map, they do take the series. But you know, the saying is, it ain't over till it's over.
Exactly. You know, we can still come back for the reverse sweep starting on Junkertown.
You don't really see this map picked a whole bunch, so it's going to be interesting. Maybe Mount Vernon doesn't really play this map a whole bunch just because they know it's not usually in rotation.
Maybe. That very well could be. Will be kind of interesting to see what we go first points. I will say it can be kind of hard to hold first point at some point. It's just so open that like running like some comps is just really hard to set up.
If Mount Vernon is on attack first, I feel like we could see that same comp with the pharmacy just because how well it was working for them and trying to force Dizzian to adapt to their comp.
Yeah, I think forcing us to play around them, I think that's what's bringing us down. Like their pharmacy just kind of destroyed us on that last map, which I know it happens, but hopefully we can adapt and come back.
As Mount Vernon does need a second to get something under control here, so we'll just be back in just a couple seconds when game's getting ready to start.
Lions roaring in the morning sun, searching for a longer day. People feeling like the light has just come. We must never stop the way. Birds jumping and I hear my name, grasping into life. Life is happy but it's so Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a ride. Savannah. Lion's gonna come. The birds have just begun. We will always take a stand for the people, for the land. Let's go back to when we were young. For the animals we stand. Let's go back to when trees were swung. Kids across the land. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah.
And we are back after that short pause. Mount Vernon got everything they needed figured out. So, like we said, it's going to be interesting on this first point just because of how open it is.
It really will be. I think we're on attack first. But
I mean, we get to enjoy the map here for a couple seconds.
Ready.
So,
absolutely.
and we are going with a little bit of a different comp here to start as we go Sig Orisa, and we are on attack. So,
This is a very good map for running double shield. Sig Orisa, played right, can be absolutely terrible to play against.
and Mount Vernon is not going with a Pharah, so they are going with the Maze Soldier, but we do see Striders as Widow, probably looking for another pick right off spawn again.
Yeah, it will be interesting. May and like a Brawl comp, which is what Mount Vernon's running, it can just be deadly. Like if you like wall off one, but Strider's unlucky, gets picked early. I'd see a switch. Yep, he switches to Tracer.
As Dizzy's trying to get on Carp, but they're still contesting it from inside that room. But he is dealing a lot of damage here. Already at 67, 80% ult charge here. Just absolutely nailing these headshots, forcing Mount Vernon back off the card. Just getting a little bit of that time.
Oh, absolutely massive high noon.
Oh my gosh.
Gets the 4K.
This one's on the house.
Dizzying equals the greatest of all time on McCree, if you did not know. Absolutely massive ult coming from him. So, interesting how that really played out, since, I mean, we didn't really get anything going at first, but, I mean, Dizzying is hitting a lot of his shots here.
Now, people talk about his junk, but when you're just that good, you can play whatever you want, I guess.
As we see a Sig ult getting both tanks,
Killing the Rhine.
and getting D.Va out of mech and getting the kill on Baby D.Va. Really just trying to stagger these last two.
Getting the May, getting the Lucio from the Dawn. They're back.
The Dawn and Dizzying are just on another level to start this map right now.
They're kind of just rolling Mount Vernon. I don't think they saw this coming.
And Dizzying does have his high noon again. So we do have 3 ults ready with one really close and one that could possibly be gained here, but we'll get within at least the next fight.
Yeah, for sure. Dizzy and bringing out the high noon again, making them back up. Their soldier is just kind of sitting up top alone. We will see Striders trying to dive on him.
And we do see a Diva Bomb come out from Mount Vernon as they do get a kill, but we get a kill with Tracer Bomb. Still kind of just stalling the cart right now. Not much else we can do at the moment. Now we're just going to kind of regroup and reset.
Yeah, you know, I mean, for one push, getting it all the way past first point, like pretty much uncontested the whole way. I mean,
and
that's
now
pretty
with
huge.
Bongos and Window, I mean, I don't think you can get more damage output than with this combo.
Plus the Mercy damage boost.
As we see Window come down, absolutely massive shatter from their Rhine, but another big MO field just keeping us alive for a second as Dizzy does get 2 kills, and there's really not much else you can say. I mean, that MO field was pretty life-saving.
It was. I mean, H50 really saved the team with that, and then Mena bringing out the Valk just for that extra sustain.
As Dizzy is just going absolutely wild with his ult here, and
Diva body blocks it, but he manages to demech her in the process and find a pick on her. Absolutely huge. Can he get the Ana?
He's going for it, but he's just kind of by himself. Just really stalling at the moment in a very unfortunate time to get slept as he was almost able to pick their Mei.
Yeah, unfortunate. You know, he almost had both their Ana and their Mei, but getting double team like that, kind of hard to win no matter what character you're on.
And we do have the ult economy, as we do have 2 ults ready compared to none from Mount Vernon, but they do have Diva Bomb relatively close. Seeing the Tracer Bomb, but it does get eaten by their Diva.
Unfortunate. We will see the Flux coming out on their soldier.
Kind of a bold strategy there, but he does go to focus him,
Forcing him out of his healing.
That was a big sleep there from their Ana as she was about to get absolutely slammed with Dwayne The Rock Johnson. And The Rock does miss again, but it forces them back and we're able to start pushing cards just a little bit more. Big window coming out, but
Forcing them all into the little room off to the side. That soldier is just kind of pincering us, though. We kind of just needed to deal with him.
the Don does a pretty cool 360 there, just trying to fall back, but I mean, pretty even right now, stalling just a little bit. We do have 1 minute, and we're basically right at the next checkpoint. So, depending on how long this next fight is, it could be the last one that we see.
Yeah, for sure. You know, who knows? Maybe the Vernon will push forward and we'll get a C9 on it.
Big rock to stall that Diva, but Mount Vernon used 2 ults for sure, and they still do have 1 left to use.
Strider's trying to get out alive. Finds their... Strider's absolutely massive. Gets what? 2 picks on the bomb, then like what, 1 or 2 picks before that?
And that's actually a massive play due to how staggered that they're going to be. Now, they do have close spawn, so we do need to go as fast as possible, but we're jumping on cart as fast as possible. They do use B, and they use their Mei ult, so Sid gets frozen and is most likely going to die here, but they don't focus him. So, very bold strategy, and here we see the ult coming out for Sig, as they do have bongos, and their bongos just prove to be a little bit too much at the moment, just because of the damage output that you get with it.
Yeah, the damage boosted soldier from Nami. It's kind of just shredding us.
In all honesty, a bit unfortunate that we weren't able to at least get to that second point, especially with how easily we were able to get that first point capped.
Yeah, no, we started so strong, but like, as soon as we lost the momentum, it just kind of stopped there for us, which is unfortunate, but it's still winnable.
it's going to be interesting now, especially on defense. Even though Dizian was popping off with McCree, does he stay with him, or does he go back to, or do we go back to the pharmacy combo?
Ready
But
for battle.
it looks as if we're going.
Back to the pharmacy.
I mean, our predictions are kind of spot on today. So
I think so. We're kind of nuts.
and we do see Striders come out with Ashe. First time we're seeing Ashe played all day today. So I know Bob can be an absolute menace to society.
He can.
Depending on how fast Striders is able to get him, depends just how long we can stall at this point.
Yeah, I mean, especially just for stalling, Bob can be a huge asset.
4, 3, 2,
We do see the TNT come out, and it explodes as the door opens. So very well timed. Just unfortunate that no one was standing at the front door.
Their ball diving in, not able to punish it at all, unfortunate, but
Mount Vernon going very heavy dive comp here to start as they go ball monkey, just really trying to push us back off a high ground, and damage boosted far coming out. So let's see if we're able to get any picks here.
they will be sticking with the soldier from Mount Vernon that has just been tearing us up so much. Hopefully we can deal with it.
And in all honesty, right now it's just a bunch of chaos as we do trade a kill on. We are now up 1 in the fight. Make it 2 as we get the res.
Make it 3 with a pick on 4,
And
maybe 5.
just dealing damage, forcing them to retreat. I mean, that's actually a massive team fight win right there for us.
It
and
is.
Dizzy and dealing a lot more damage to their ball. And, I mean, this is actually a really good sign. Dizzy with the big kills, massive sleep
Both-
coming out from Ana on their ball just to make the kill that much easier.
Both their tanks down. They can't do anything but retreat. We're just kind of holding them back.
As their monkey is trying to focus Dizzy and Sparra. Never seen that before, but
Yeah, you know, Monkey doesn't exactly have the vertical capabilities that I think Rainster thinks it does.
in a pretty decent Diva Bomb, getting a kill on one of their healers. Really focusing the Angry Monkey in our spawn right now. Pretty low health, but unable to get the kill. And possibly go for a stall here is what it looks like.
I think so. I mean, we basically have Bob up, so if we can stall for just a minute, could be seeing a good stall from ONU come out. You have Bongo too, so I mean, but it doesn't look like we'll be seeing it just yet.
And a bit unfortunate there as we were pretty close to getting Bob on point.
But a big pick from Striders.
And we are up 1 here as make it 2 as we did lose our Mercy, but I mean, Dizzy and almost getting the kill on their Tracer, but they have to reset already without really getting any movement on the cart.
Yeah, I mean, we do have to hold this for another 320, but you know, at this point, very possible to stall for a long time.
And with their ball just diving in, getting killed almost instantly, along with their Tracer possibly.
We do see a Nano Primal coming out on our Ana, but we get the sleep.
Absolutely massive
850.
timing.
Absolute menace with those sleeps. A good Fortify coming out from Shuba, making sure he doesn't die to that Tracer Bomb.
And do we see the Diva Bomb here? Yes, we do.
Of course we do. Not finding anyone, but forcing them off cart. Diving their Ana. Could be huge. We are down 3 at the moment. They're down 2, but
This is not good, as we do need the stall, but that looks to be it. Very unfortunate there, as just Mount Vernon's ults proved to be a bit too much for us to handle, and we do lose the series 3-0.
Play of
Unfortunate, you know. Sometimes they just press Q a little better than you. But Dizian's big 3K off at the start of our attack kind of carried us through.
In all honesty, I think we were really unlucky to not win some of those fights. I mean,
Yeah.
the way that those last 2 maps ended, really heartbreaking in all honesty, but I mean, it's a really good learning experience, and I mean, I'm sure every single one of them are upset with how it ended. So,
Yeah.
I mean, only thing you can do is get better from here.
For sure. Yeah, especially with our King's Rail. Heartbreaking to see it lose so close to winning.
And that should do it for us, as we are done with the Overwatch stream. We will be back at... there are no other matches today, so we are done for the day. Thank you guys for tuning in.